Hey destination wedding dreamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are addressing the elephant in the room, and yes, it's your family. Hey everybody, my name is Becky from the blog travelagentbecky.com, and I help manage destination weddings, specifically those that happen in the Mexican Caribbean area. So congratulations, you've decided on a destination wedding, but now we have to deal with your family. Aunt Karen is going to have opinions about the menu. Uncle Bob is going to want to know why you picked Mexico, and just about everyone will have an opinion on the menu. Today, I am sharing my professional playbook for having that dream wedding while still keeping your family relationships intact. First up, family opinions. This one's huge. The moment you announce your destination wedding, suddenly everyone is a travel expert and a wedding planner rolled into one. Here are my top 3 go-to approaches for responses when everyone seems to have an opinion. Up first, I think this is the easiest one to do. We'll call it the selective listening response. You're gonna get a lot of suggestions. Have you considered this? From Uncle Bob. And in response, you can say, what a thoughtful suggestion, we'll consider that. You're not guaranteeing doing it, you might not even really look into it, but just saying that you'll consider it often lets them feel heard. It gets you out of the conversation, done and done. Up second, and I think this one is sometimes harder for folks, leaning into your spouse. So if a decision's already been made and they're offering up suggestions, you can just say, we've decided, right? You're not taking the brunt of it on and you're not giving the brunt of it to someone else, but you're leaning into that spouse of yours, future spouse of yours, and saying, we've decided. And that really can help people take the pressure off of letting guests down. And last but certainly not least is just not sharing the information until it's official. Think of it as need to know, right? Not everybody needs to know the menu you're considering. Not everybody needs to know the resorts you're considering. For most people, especially Aunt Karen, you might just tell her once the resort is booked and ready. There are a few different scenarios that come up when planning destination weddings that often trigger uncomfortable communication within the family. Number 1, finances. If someone is coming and making a donation to your wedding, oftentimes they're hoping to have a say. Setting financial boundaries within your wedding, especially within your family unit, can be one of the hardest things to accomplish. I always like to recommend that you encourage them to make a donation towards a section of your wedding. So you could say, oh, I really appreciate you making this donation. We'd really like to use it for the welcome hour, or for the cocktail party, or for a section of your wedding that you're comfortable with letting them have potentially a say. That keeps everything really clearly defined. They know exactly what their money is going to, so they feel really important and special, but it also still allows you the control that you might want over the specific parts in the reception or the ceremony. Another uncomfortable moment can come from those who've recently had a wedding of their own. So this could be siblings, cousins, even parents, right, who have done a later in life wedding. Anybody who's gotten married recently is going to have opinions about what you could do and what you should do. Most of these people will have gotten married at home, and so you can use that to your advantage by responding with something like, I know I loved that part of your wedding, but because we're getting married somewhere else, we have other logistics we have to think about, right? Use the location or the destination in your answer to kind of get past some of those. Another major concern will be travel. The fact that your wedding is a destination wedding in and of itself will give people opinions. You should have your responses ready to go. That way you can just say them. You don't have to put any extra time or energy into them. I always recommend that you at minimum have travel guides. If you're not going to use a travel agent, which breaks my heart, I recommend you have a travel guide. That way you can say, we have all the travel stuff planned and ready for you. This is all you have to do. Now, a major perk of using a travel agent is that they will do just that. And you can lean into your travel agent to handle all those details. Hopefully your travel agent is also a wedding planning specialist like myself. I handle the Mexican Caribbean, so the Riviera Maya, Cancun, down to Tulum. Your travel agent / wedding planner should be ready to handle all of the Aunt Karens and Uncle Bobs who have opinions or questions or concerns or need their hands held for your destination wedding. This is a huge part of using a travel planner. Your travel planner will coordinate all of your guests' travel, making sure that they have their transfers, making sure that everybody got their flights, making sure everything is set to go. That takes a huge burden off of you, but also it takes that question and communication away from you. So as soon as someone brings that to you, you can point them right to your travel agent. Let me know in the comment section below if you're having different family crisis for your destination wedding planning and what kind of help you might need. If you found any of these strategies helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're following so you don't miss any destination wedding planning content. I'm Travel Agent Becky from the blog, travelagentbecky.com. And until next time, remember, this is your wedding. It goes the way you want it to go. You picked a destination wedding for a reason. Now you can enjoy it.